Hello and welcome to another update video about DOT. Well, it's been an extremely slow day. Not much happened overall. A pretty neutral day, slightly positive in crypto. We had some reactions to micro support levels, but nothing super exciting. The DOT chart here, I mean, this is the 4-hour time frame. We're obviously still looking for potentially higher prices. You know that the support region is defined between 650 and 460. I mean, what really matters is down here now, the area between 460 and 567, because this is really, I mean, the upper support level, 50% FIB level, was already broken, which is not a problem, but it is, it would be ideal to maintain an overall bullish scenario to hold the $4.60 level, of course. I mean, that's the overall 78.6 retracement of the larger cycle. That really needs to hold, because any break below that will put this chart into no man's land between the invalidation point and that 78.6 FIB level. And that creates just a lot of uncertainty here, yeah? So that's what we ideally want to avoid. The 460 level really needs to hold in order to, to keep an overall bullish outlook, okay? At least with some confidence. I mean, I always say, some people ask me, you know, which coins am I most confident about? I mean, it is the altcoin sector, really. I mean, there isn't, from a chart point of view, the trend is still down on the smaller time frame. We might be currently in a process of turning around here, but at least I'd like to see a signal. I mean, it's definitely interesting enough to watch it right now. And there is a potential for an upside breakout from here. There is a support region that the price touched now a couple of times, but we haven't broken out to the upside. And after such a long downtrend, I'd like to see at least a change in structure. We haven't seen that yet. However, if we go, for example, to the daily chart, then we can see on this chart a bullish divergence has been printed, especially here since, or between the low that formed on the 24th of June and the low that formed on the 4th of July, because there's a lower low on the price chart on the daily and a higher low on the RSI. So this is definitely something interesting. I'm just thinking, okay, is it actually worth drawing a trend line here? Not really. That makes sense on the Bitcoin chart, not here. But, you know, there are signs that the downside momentum is decreasing, but we haven't got that upside momentum that we really see to be very confident about this. I mean, this could count as a 5-wave move up, a first diagonal pattern, which topped on the 8th of July on Monday. This here is a 3-wave move. In the last video, I highlighted that it would be quite likely, and I did have a resistance area here on the chart. I've taken it off the chart now. But there was a resistance area to which this B wave reacted, and we are now testing the micro support zone, which is defined between 586 and 524. That means in the very, very short term, as long as we are holding the $5.24 level, further upside is possible and obviously can be watched for. Okay, it's reasonable to watch for it. The support zone is basically where the price should react. Especially here around 560, there's a bit of a cluster of support. Doesn't mean we have to get there. I think one more low seems likely, given that the 100% extension target hasn't been reached. But I mentioned it also yesterday that this last week to the upside, it's not visible on Coinbase, for example. It's only on Binance, so I wouldn't necessarily trust it that much. And that just makes the internal wave structure a bit questionable. And therefore, I'm not sure if that 100% extension level is relevant. What is more relevant is the support zone here. We have support levels at 524, 549, 568, and 586. And as long as it's holding, we can at least watch for an upside breakout. Doesn't mean it has to happen, but it's definitely now the time to do it, either now or after one more low. One more low is tolerable on this chart. We can definitely accept it because we're still holding above 460, probably also with one more low. That level would be the next one to be tested. What do I now need to see in order to be more, let's say, bullish or confident, as many people generally ask? Well, I need to, you know, at least, when does this get exciting? It gets exciting when we break out of this descending wedge to the upside. Yeah, we have 3 touch points at least here. Maybe even 4, depending on how you draw the trend line, and maybe even a bit more. And that would be interesting if we see a convincing break and basically it's going up, right? Maybe a retest, okay, and then it could fill in this third wave, then a 4-5. Well, then we have a first structure that we have some confidence in, a structure that's then also large enough to consider as a first 5-wave move, because what happened here, the scale is just too small. But after this 5-wave move up, we can call that a wave 1, and then we're watching for the wave 2 pullback, and from here a rally could start. And that's what I'm watching for, and I'd like to see that breakout from here to the upside. I am skeptical, of course, but there is a chance. I haven't fully given up on this chart. No, there's no objective reason. We are still holding 460. Also, Bitcoin is still holding its support. But bear in mind, there is no confirmed low yet. So I think we should still at least mentally and also strategically prepare for at least one more low here. And that of course means, there is no low until we fill in these 5 waves. You can always fail along the way. That's possible. But the support region is currently being respected. That's my update about DOT. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.